You know that feeling when you really want to make a difference, but you just have no idea where to even start? Well, in this explainer, we are diving deep into the work and the life. Chapter 9 from the classic book Steps to Christ. We're going to break down how anyone, and I really do mean anyone, can find their mission right where they are and turn everyday life into something truly meaningful. All right, here's what we're going to cover. We'll kick things off with the heart of it all, the why behind a life of service. Then we'll get right into the practical how, breaking down some simple but really powerful ways you can get started, maybe even today. First up, the essence of heavenly joy. See, to really get a handle on the work, the chapter says we first have to understand the motivation. We've got to start with the core principle of happiness itself. Now, this is huge. What the text is saying here is that the ultimate joy for Christ and even for the angels doesn't come from getting things for themselves. Nope. It comes from selfless service, from working for the happiness of others. It is a complete 180 from how the world usually defines success and joy, isn't it? So here's the crucial point. This isn't just some abstract, far-off idea. It's described as the very atmosphere of heaven, a spirit that you and I are meant to adopt as the foundation for our own lives. It's basically the engine that drives a life of purpose. Okay, so what happens when this spirit of selfless love really, truly takes root in a person's heart? Well, the book is super clear on this. You just can't contain it. It has to come out. I just love this image. The book says, this spirit is like a spring in the desert. It's not some stagnant pool of belief that you just keep to yourself. It's an active, life-giving force that naturally overflows and refreshes everyone it comes into contact with. And check out the wording here, an intense desire. This isn't about some reluctant chore or another box to check off your to-do list. The source describes it as a natural, powerful feeling that just grows in a changed heart, this real eagerness to let other people know about the hope you found. And that brings us right to our next point, redefining what a mission even is. I think a lot of us hear that word and we instantly feel unqualified. We picture far-off countries or needing some kind of extraordinary talent. But this chapter just completely challenges that thinking head-on. Just look at this table. It lays it out so clearly. On the left, you've got the common excuses, right? The myths, that you need some big, special occasion or amazing ability. But look at the reality on the right. Real service is found in the humble, everyday duties, using the talents you already have. And it all starts right at home. I mean, how liberating is that? You might feel like you don't have some big dramatic story to share, but the book says your only qualification is this. Have you tasted and seen that the Lord is good? If God has done anything good for you, no matter how small it seems, that's your story. And that is more than powerful enough. So if the work is right here, what does it actually look like day to day? Well, the text gives us 3 really clear and simple places where this work can begin, like right now. The book points to these 3 universal mission fields that pretty much all of us have: your home, your workplace, and your community. It doesn't matter what you do for a living, a mechanic, a business person, a stay-at-home parent. Your daily routine becomes the platform, and your life itself becomes the message. Okay, let's break this down even more. For anyone out there thinking, all right, I'm in, but I seriously don't know the first step, this chapter actually lays out a simple, totally pressure-free guide. This process just gets rid of all the anxiety, doesn't it? Step 1, start quiet. You don't need a big announcement. Step 2, do what's in front of you, just the humble stuff. Step 3, let your life be the proof. And step 4, my favorite, forget the critics. It's all about quiet faithfulness, not grand gestures. And finally, we come to this fascinating paradox. You'd think that giving all of this time and energy away would just leave you drained, but the book says it's the exact opposite. Turns out, the one who gives the most also receives the most. The book actually calls this the highest honor, and it's not because of what we do, but because of who we get to partner with. By sharing in this work of love, we actually draw closer to the source of all love. It's a win-win. So what are these personal rewards? Well, the book lists things like a deeper spiritual experience, stronger faith, and just more peace and happiness. It's like a spiritual muscle. The more you exercise it by helping others, the stronger it gets. In fact, the text warns that a faith that isn't active can actually lead to decay. So the huge takeaway here is this. Your mission isn't something you have to go find somewhere out there. It's right here, right now, woven into the fabric of your daily life. The only question left is, where in your home, your work, or your neighborhood will you begin?